Shalom, y'all. It's Haru. I'm on my way to a job, do what I do. Trying to promote my little business. Again, I'm going to just keep saying this. If y'all want to donate, my Cash App is $Greg A29. If you want to donate, and I'll start reading my books and stuff, but at this point, I'll just do a video when I can, in between jobs and stuff, because I gotta take care of home first. Sorry to tell y'all that, but yeah. Yeah. So the topic of the day is my sisters. The hammer is about to drop on y'all. It is about to drop on y'all. So, and I'm just a voice in the wind, trying to warn y'all. A lot of people turn their lips up, twist their face, say yeah, whatever, until it happens. So they have the powers that be, the system has deceived you. They have tricked our what most of us you would call grandmothers. Some of us we would say mothers. The female parent, they have tricked them into dismissing the male from the family, keeping the male away from his sons, his daughters, and replaced him with the system, with their fake benefits. And y'all got to understand that all this stuff is in design, right? And the sad part is a lot of us can't understand it because the first thing that you think of is slavery. Every time we try to tell y'all something, y'all go back to this slave trade story, and you got to get that shit out your head, because it's not real. Not the way they tell it. They did not go over somewhere and snatch you from somewhere and bring you over here, and all this stuff happened, and then all of a sudden, within 40 years, you had 200 towns and the best places in the land with all the minerals, with airports and all types of other things going on, but you couldn't read, write, or count on anything, and you outdid them in 40 years. Y'all gotta really start thinking about what's going on. You gotta start using your minds. You do. You gotta start listening and taking apart these stories that they telling y'all, and realize that these are stories that a child would tell you to get out of trouble, because a lot of them don't even make fucking sense. Ask yourself a question, and I say this all the time. They brought you over here on a boat, right? And the bottom of a boat, strapped to a board, 900 of you. They got drones, all these black people on boats, so there had to be pregnant women, children, men. I'm quite sure people tried to fight, so some of them had to be wounded or whatever. But just ask yourself one question. Matter of fact, I'll give you a chore. Go online, right, and look at a video of a boat traveling from Africa to America, and a storm hit. And I want you to explain to me how they kept that water from filling up the bottom of that boat with 900 people in it, with the size of those waves that you see in them videos, with these big container ships they got. Right? Because if you know what I know, you know that they closed them halls up, right? So that means you had to seal them people up in the bottom of that boat. And I'm quite sure that everybody take a shit and take a piss, and I'm quite sure women get their period, and if they pregnant, they push out babies and placenta bags and blood. And I'm quite sure rotten flesh with piss, shit, and blood, throw up, because I'm quite sure a lot of us wasn't used to that type of water. So that means you were throwing up every damn thing inside your stomach. I really want to know how you survived that damn trip. I really want to know. And then you're just on a fucking board. Even if you was on a board for a month, laying on a board with heavy ass chains on. Now, I'm quite sure that for the woman that pushed her baby out and could not retrieve her baby because she chained down to a damn board, cried herself to death after she heard her baby stop crying or choking or something. Like, none of this stuff never ran through your mind. None of this. Y'all never thought about, what if a storm hit? Didn't people get seasick? Like, there's so many different variables. How long did it take for that sailboat to get over from there to there? You telling me you had them people laying down for all that time and their muscles were still, their bodies were still active? Because I'm quite sure y'all seen when someone gets shot and he's paralyzed, it don't take long at all for his muscles to break down and him to look like a stick. Especially from the waist down. Don't take no time for that to happen. And then, I mean, ask yourself this question. They told us 900 people. I'm not even going to talk about the crew, but where the fuck did you put that amount of fresh water at on that boat? Because, damn, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of fucking water. You know, I mean, it's just stuff that y'all really need to start thinking about. And just, you know, asking questions to yourself about, like, wait a minute, what the hell? How did that happen? You know? But let me get back to this thing with my sisters, right? So listen, right? They have deceived y'all. They have literally turned you against your own. You know, and it's sad. And the young ladies today, and some of the women in my age bracket, the new word to regurgitate is, I don't need a man. And, you know, it's called delusion. Because we need each other. That's the way we were created. If you look at the animal species, and I'm not calling nobody an animal, but if you look at them, y'all cannot have babies without men. I don't know who's lying to y'all, telling y'all that y'all carry life, but y'all don't. Y'all literally, your bodies are incubators. Y'all literally create the house that the temple that houses the spirit. The spirit is in the man. That's why all the children act like daddy. Don't matter if it's male or female. And the sad part is y'all don't even see that they have tricked y'all out of y'all power. And it's crazy because I know that every woman once in their life has noticed it and saw that a feminine woman can calm a savage animal in seconds. A man could be out there ready to kill everything that ain't nailed down, and this woman to come up speaking soft and kind to that man, and that motherfucker calm down so goddamn quick, versus a woman sitting there talking and acting like a man, and wonder why you get the same, you know, the same energy right back at you. See, the one thing that they fail to tell y'all is that men, we battle for dominance. You know what I'm saying? We battle for dominance. And if you pay attention, like, I give you, for instance, right? I know I'm not an ugly guy, right? I know that. And it's plenty of times where I'm in a person's house working, right? And the boyfriend will come in from work, and his woman or something, she'll either be upstairs or wherever she at. Ain't none of my damn business, you know what I'm saying? But the look on that man's face is not, hey, butter, how you doing, brother? Nah, that's not the look he gives me. He gives me, who the fuck is this nigga? Even though he know I was there working. But he don't expect to see what he see. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just making a point. Like, that's the way it is with us. He looking at it the way I would look at it. Who the fuck is this nigga in my house? Oh, it's the plumbing guy. Remember I told you he was coming? Nah, I was looking for a fat motherfucker with his ass crack hanging out and a big ass stomach. I ain't goddamn fucking Suave Rico or whatever. You know what I mean? It's real shit. That's the way it is. You know, we are real territorial. And y'all take us marking our territory as what is insecure, which that's your mentality. You're trying to put your female mentality on a man's mentality, and that's why it don't work. That's why, like, a lot of times the stuff y'all say, you'll see men look at you like, what? Because it don't make sense what y'all saying to us. You just insecure. No. So what you tell them, like, all right, so women say, what's wrong with me walking around with my ass hanging out, right? Or whatever, however she do it, right? However she like dressing, right? And you'll tell a man that he's insecure. He's insecure, right? So why he can't walk around with his dick hanging out? Since you and everything else hanging out, why he can't walk around smacking girls on their ass? Why he can't look at them? Is that insecurity when you get mad at him? If his eye go one way, even if it's following a car? I mean, you know, you gotta call a spade. And you know, y'all don't. It's a famous line that I hear all the time. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Y'all quick to, you know, talk y'all shit. But then when that rabbit got that goddamn gun on my field, you don't like it. You know what I mean? And I mean, listen, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all this and just tell y'all. Y'all gotta put this bullshit that they teaching y'all in the trash. Because a time is coming where you gonna wish you never said that shit out your mouth. A time is coming where you gonna be like, we should have never said that. And y'all gonna be begging your men, not other men, your men, to give you their name. Just their name. Just to take you in and say, you belong to me. That's how bad it's gonna get. And the sad part is, right, nobody believes nothing until it happens. I'm telling y'all, listen to me. When the Creator told you, just like in the days of Noah, right? He was running to and fro telling everybody this is going to happen. People laughed at him. People called him names. People this, people that, right? He's crazy. He's this, he's that. Don't you got people running around telling y'all right now, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. There was a guy, he was running around warning people about that that little earthquake situation in California. People laughed at it. They did not have an earthquake. That's called a precursor. So it's like, let me throw this little signal out here and see who bite it. I mean, because when this real earthquake hit, oh man, this shit ain't gonna be funny. It's not gonna be funny, y'all. This is not gonna be funny, and y'all not gonna like it, and it ain't gonna be a joke. And it's gonna be a lot of crying, dying, and casket buying. And to be honest with you, I don't even think it's gonna be any casket buy. There ain't gonna be no money either. But that's why you gotta get yourself together, get your houses in order. That's why it's saying what it's saying, man. Get your houses in order. Get your houses in order. Because what everybody fail to realize, Creator's coming back for families. Families are called bloodlines. That's how you keep bloodlines going. And if your bloodline is corrupted, and so let's just say like you a Buddhist, right? And there's no doubt in your mind about your Buddhism, right? That's who you believe. And you could be shown things that literally should make you second guess it, at least put some type of doubt in your heart, and you don't, because you are just pretty much just like, I don't give a fuck. It's what I say it is. Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you got people out here just making up shit, lying, talking about interpreting something. It ain't that much interpreting in the damn world. It ain't nothing to interpret. If somebody tells you, I'm gonna walk up to your front door and slap the hell out of you, you know what the hell they talking about. If somebody tells you, I'm gonna raise up and destroy all the adulterers, you know exactly what he talking about. If he tell you that certain things is an abomination, that's what he talking about. If he tell you every person he catch hiding behind a tree eating swine's flesh, he gonna wanna, you know what, to him. You know exactly what he talking about. So go ahead and keep saying, oh no, that's not now. And watch what happens. Because it's about to get real. Every stuff is starting to be revealed. This wicked system, because it's a system, this whole thing, y'all got to understand something, right? Your football players, your basketball players, all your athletes, your rappers, your singers, your actors, your mayors, your governors, these people that take these oaths, they know what's going on. They are part of the system. And I want to bring something to your attention, right? I just want y'all to pay attention to something real quick. Ask yourself this: how come every time a black man starts a sport, I got to use the word black because some people just don't know the other stuff. I'll say indigenous. They do think I'm talking about them little Mongols that's running around calling themselves Native American. So I got to use these words. Okay. So how come every time a melanated brother or sister, usually the brother though, sisters usually don't put up that much of a struggle, he gets to a certain point in his career all of a sudden, he gets locked up for domestic violence. And I mean, damn near every actor and a sports entertainer, damn near all of them. I don't think not one of them escaped that one yet, right? But answer that. Why is it that all these actors, all these athletes and everything, they start getting to a certain place and all of a sudden they get arrested for domestic violence? And then the funny thing about it, right, is that the domestic violence charge is like, you would thought he done rocked somebody the way they act over domestic violence, because when normal people do domestic violence, they don't, whatever, they don't put it on the news. But I understand he's a known person or whatever, or she or whatever. But it just amazes me that, and then right after that, right, about some months go by, maybe a year, their whole demeanor starts changing. They start acting feminine, or you start seeing feminine stuff happening, and next thing you know, hello. Why is that? You know what I think be happening? I think they approach them and they tell them, like, listen, we gave you what we said we was going to give you. Now you got to go do what we want, what we told you to do. You got to take this oath or whatever. Or maybe they approach them and say, hey, listen, you got to be part of the Mai Tai Club to have that kind of money that, we allowed you to have. And, maybe the brother say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, no, well, we'll take all that from you. How you going to take something that I earned? I earned this. You ain't earned nothing. Oh, you ain't going to take nothing. Especially dealing with one of us. I'm quite sure. You ain't take nothing from me. Yeah, all right, try. I ain't scared of y'all. So-and-so got locked up for domestic violence. Next thing you know, he in so-called jail. And here they come. They take you wherever they take you to. Whatever the hell they show you, they scare the bullshit out of you. Scare you so much you bend over and say, just use a little Vaseline, please. Or whatever they do to you. I don't know. And don't want to know. Right? But then they get out or beat their case and all of a sudden get on probation, and it seems like if they don't take the thing, they stand tall, they do their time, but then they come home years later, not the same person. Or not even prior, maybe not even years later, maybe 6 months, maybe half a year. Motherfucker had a tattoo on his neck, it's gone. Like, this nigga had a tattoo in the middle of his forehead, it ain't there no more. Nigga came out a little lighter than what he used to look. Motherfucker come out a little huskier, or come back from somewhere a little huskier. Like, he just decided to lift weights for 6 months and got bigger than I ever could get in 5 years, But, just saying. It just amazes me, Do it amaze you? It's just something to ask. It's just a question. You know what I mean? It is. It's just a question, because all these things gonna be revealed real soon, and y'all gonna see just how wicked these people really are. And I'm not talking about it ain't. And I'm not talking about YT people. It's every nation, everybody that's just wrapped up in it. You gonna find out. You're going to find out. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness. And you're going to wish you never did half the stuff that you've been doing. That's for sure. You're going to say to yourself, oh, I should have never did that. And the crazy thing is, I never had a desire to be I always wanted to be comfortable. I never wanted to be rich. It was just something about being rich that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm about to go ahead and do this, finish this heater, installing this unit. But yeah, so what was that number? Shit, I forget so damn fast. No. I got a 5, 7, 6, 1. You know, I got a bad memory, y'all. Let me see if I can pause this, and if it just cuts out, then I'll holler at y'all later. But hold on.